Hello, magandang araw ulit mga chong. Welcome to Monkey's Bananas Vlogs where we unbox anything and everything under the sun. And today, as you can see dun sa ating thumbnail, we're going to unbox Final Fantasy VII Advent Children's PlayArts Sky figure ni Cait, Sith at ni Sid. So I think nabili ko to sa Big Boys pre-order way back. Not sure kung anong taon, pero 2014 nakalagay dito. So, we'll take it as it is. And normally, gusto ko na buksan actually lahat ng Advent Children kong PlayArts Sky figures dahil naglalabasan na yung mga remakes and just wanted to display them before magkaroon ulit ng remake ang mga figures na to at mga characters na to. Especially sila Yuffie, Tifa, and Sephiroth. Pero siguro yung Advent Children, hopefully hindi pa sila magkaroon ng remake kasi nga yung prices nila, especially Tifa and Yuffie, 8K pataas yung dalawa actually. And for this figure, I bought it for 5,895. So you can see, nandiyan pa yung tag. And then we're going to open it. And I was able to find a particular way na i-keep yung box. And basically, ang ano lang natin, i-dispose is yung clamshell dun sa ilalim. Or yung, it's actually styro, pero yung kinalalagyan niyang material dun sa likod ng box. But just like what we did with Red 13 and Barret, we're just gonna read off the slide of the window type opening, which is the excerpt from, I think, yeah, excerpt from the Final Fantasy VII franchise, the one underneath. A man with fiery spirit who pilots a cutting-edge airship and wields his spear to fight. Sid Highwind is an airship pilot who was once affiliated with the Shinra Company. During his tenure there, he participated in a manned space flight project led by the Space Exploration Department at Shinra Company. But the project ended in a botched attempt at launch. Though he withdrew from Shinra's Space Exploration Department, he was undeterred in pursuing his dream of going to outer space. In present day, Sid is captain of the Shira, a brand new model of the airship, watching over Cloud as he fights his battle and sometimes lends him a helping hand. His weapon of choice is a spear, longer than his height. You can always see him with a cigarette in his mouth, which he sometimes used to light dynamite. A self-claimed fortune-telling machine who watches over the fate of the journey and what luck it may bring. At first glance, it looks like an animatronic black cat, but its true identity is Reed Twesty, who heads the Shinra Company Urban Development Department, controlling Cait remotely from reconnaissance missions. During his travels with Cloud and his friends, Cait becomes close with them and comes around to the idea of protecting the planet. Cait sits atop Red 13, and at times he speaks as though he's the mouthpiece of the taciturn beast through feelings. Cait uses his megaphone as a melee weapon, but ultimately leaves the heavy lifting in battle to Red 13. Ayun. So yun yung background ng ating dalawang main characters, playable characters sa Final Fantasy VII na action-adventure RPG no PlayStation 1. And nandun na mismo sa description, Sid is actually one of the most common used names sa Final Fantasy franchise. He was a king, he can be a ship, also part. So maraming uses na ginamit ng Final Fantasy ang pangalan na Sid and also the name Highwind. But for this version, the 7th version of the Final Fantasy game, he is a pilot who dreamt of going in outer space. And yun nga, mahilig siya, short-tempered, curses a lot, and without his cigarette and his spear. And with Cait, he actually, this is not his first or her first. I'm not particularly sure if he's a male, but did they use he? Oh yeah, Reeve. Yeah. This is not his first action figure from this particular game. Meron din siyang figure before dun sa PlayArts version niya along with Red 13. He was 2-pack with Red before, and this time he came along with Sid Highwind. Yun. And before, if you know the backstory of Cait, he wasn't working with the team first kasi parang meron siyang version na uh, trinidor niya yung team, parang sinell out, and then Sid was part of the actually yun sa storyline na nagkaroon din siya ng time na maging leader along with Tifa, and you can basically, he's the first character that you will have, the first person, and you will see him as yung walking, the way he walks, yung parang sakang. And here is Cait's theme for Final Fantasy, if you guys want to really feel the nostalgia. Yep. Mostly maririnig mo siya either if siya yung sasabi ng siya nasa kanya yung excerpt, or perhaps more or less nandun sa Highwind, or if ever nandun siya sa Golden Saucer. And then for Sid, I think he also has a theme. Let me just play it for you guys. Yup. So I think yung particular na audio na yun, you can definitely feel the nostalgia, and normally siya yung parang theme song if you're inside in the Highwind. So yeah. So you can see there's tapes on the top and at the bottom, and I haven't opened them up, but this is the side panel of the box. At the back is the Advent Children Final Fantasy background on where they help Cloud on the issue na Advent Children movie. Normally, lahat sila naglabasan na lang on the latter part, or labanin na si Bahamut's Sin. And if you remember, siguro yung climax na is when they help Cloud go over or push or pull him to the top para ma-assist siya to do his thing versus Bahamut. Yeah. So hopefully mag-aaral ng Moogle body, but I doubt. But let's keep our fingers crossed kasi recently si Square Enix is really milking the shit out of Final Fantasy VII. Recently, they just announced na they will have, since merong additional characters dun sa PS5 intergrade with Yuffie, they will create a character, and then of course, as you know, if you follow them, you will see an intergrade, yung Jess bike, along with Red, along with Rufus, and then along with Cloud again. But I already pre-ordered. Shout out to Carlo Angeles. Normally he's the main point of contact, especially if I'm going to purchase any Final Fantasy products related to the 7 franchise. So here is Cait with a clamshell. I'm going to throw this out again. Because I'm not planning to, if I'm ever going to move or go to a different house, or perhaps have my own place already, I'm just gonna keep them in the bag, and then I'm not gonna use them anymore because I'm not going to resell them. These things are always gonna be for keeps. Clamshell and figures. So as for Sid, this is his first. Comes with 2 sets of extra hands. I believe this is more on holding the spear, and as mentioned, his spear is twice his size, so expecting that to come in 2 pieces. there. So I guess you have to just place his hand in between, either that or just for packaging. Siguro as far as height, mga nasa 12 inches to, more or less. Try and check later. As for Cait Sith, let's just pull him out first. It's just easy to pull him out. Here he is. Still great quality. Medyo the Advent Children line already has him as more or less pretty old already. But yeah, it's easy to remove his hand, as you can see. Pero ball jointed siya, so need not to worry. Hindi siya nasira. You just have to don't pull it out that way. It's ball jointed, so it's just gonna be there. It snaps back. So basic articulations, just up and down swivel for his feet. Articulated yung kanyang boots. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 points of articulation, including his tail. Head rotates. The boot, his feet rotates, as well as his his legs. Yep. I think, yeah, or 9 points of articulation kasama yung kanyang hands, because he has alternate hands. Comes with him. 2 sets as well. Siguro yung isa is to hold up microphone, megaphone, because that's his weapon. He screams out a lot. I think dalawa lang yung types ng limit break niya, dice and slots, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember playing it right. And again, I haven't really played the remake yet sa PS4. I've yet to open that up. Oh yeah. Looks like, aside from his hands, he also has an alternate set of arms. See, maybe that's the reason why it's easy for us to pull it out, because you can use his extra pair of arms to replace his current resting arm. As far as sculpt is concerned, the action figure itself has sculpted hair in it. Kasama yung kanyang but yeah, we don't expect much of Cait Sith, but siguro yun yung isa rin sa mga hinihingi ng fans, is to give him the Mughal body that he lacked even before din sa PlayArts na figure. Siguro yun din kasi yung isa sa trademark niya, even if it's, so they're really just asking for, there's plastic at the back of Sid, siguro just to prevent it to the moisture and whatnot. But Sid is pretty tall. I think he is also one of the tallest in the team. If you see if they ever stand dun sa kanilang whenever they speak sa high wind, or they use the 3D video dun sa game, makikita nyo na medyo matangkad si Sid. I have, siguro dun sa profile niya, he has his height listed there. I haven't checked yet, but hopefully we'll be able to get more of him. Yeah. So yung jacket niya is just tied up sa kanyang hips. Here he is. As far as face sculpt is concerned, I think you will get his face coming out of this is how you imagine it coming out of the game. It would have been great if he's chewing his cigarette, but you know, you can have it all. Ball joints with swivels dun sa kanyang elbows. Same thing with his hands. I think you can just pull it out the same way as we did Barrett. He has articulation on his torso and swivel action on his shoulders. So it goes. Oh, but butterfly. It's ball jointed as well. So you can pose him this way on his left arm as well as on his right arm. So you can hear that. You know, it's moving. Double joint on the knees, and then ball joint on the feet, and then swivel on his upper thighs. So there is also a articulation dun sa kanyang toes. So that's a good thing for you, especially when you're posing these characters. But he is down right heavy, so you will not have an issue trying to pose him. I guess I'll use his pose with a staff. You know, I'm just gonna change his hands. Easy pull. And then perhaps use. And now better be careful with the pegs, because if you can see here. Focus, man. Medyo manipis. And these types of ball joints are really not that fragile, but you have to really just make sure that you use them carefully. But yeah. And the way to pose this guy with his staff, we just pull out the. It's actually seamless because it goes in. So if you try to connect them together, you will not notice na they're two separate pieces. Yep. It's definitely twice, not necessarily twice his size, but a good 12, 11-inch spear. He uses javelin. I think siya rin yung isa sa mga main users you if you wanted to level up in the game, because he has high attack rate, depending of course on the types of levels and the material that he is going to use within the game. But yeah, there you go. So I'll just try and check what I can use Cait with, on what types of different poses works as far as display is concerned. So we already have three on the top. We have Barret, Vincent, and Red. So these two will definitely be a good addition, or a great addition rather, dun sa ating display case. And we'll post more of our Final Fantasy VII PlayArts Sky Advent Children line. And we'll open it, I think, siguro, I think next vlogs. But hopefully you guys like what we had today. And if you like the videos, kind of click on the like button, of course. We want you to subscribe and get the click the notification button so that you guys will be notified every time we upload the videos. Again, we thank you for your support and watching these videos. And again, take care, stay safe. God bless. Peace out, Monkeys Vlogs. Good shit lang.